Hello, everyone. We'll be starting in next 1 minute. Let's just wait for people to join in. Meanwhile, who have already joined, we would love to hear from which industry do you guys belong to and from where are you guys joining in? You can drop in the chat box, please. Okay, so we have people joining from South Africa, UK. Okay. Okay, let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Thank you for joining us for a capital light strategy to scale AI training revenue across Europe. We are excited to see such a strong turnout from leaders across training, education, partnerships, and technology enablement. AI adoption is accelerating fast, but scaling AI training revenue, especially across diverse European markets, comes with real challenges: high upfront cost, fragmented ecosystems, skills gap, and the need for the speed without overinvestment. Today's discussion focuses on how organizations can grow AI training programs sustainably without heavy capital expenditure by leveraging partnerships, certifications, and ecosystem driven models. Before we begin, a few quick housekeeping notes for you guys. The session is being recorded, and we'll be sharing the recording of the session shortly. Also, we would request you to please drop in your questions or any doubts in the chat box during the session. We'll be taking up them towards the end. Moving on, let me now introduce you to our speakers. It's a pleasure to introduce Miranda Van Berkel, Vice President of Strategic Partnerships at AI Certs. In her role, Miranda leads strategic alliances globally, working closely with education providers, learning platforms, enterprises, and government bodies to advance large scale AI readiness initiatives. She brings a deep passion for learning and technology and plays a pivotal role in helping organizations align workforce capabilities with the rapidly evolving demand of the AI era. Her work sits right at the intersection of AI skills, certification, and scalable growth models, making her perspective especially relevant to today's topic. Joining her today is Tuli Itan, a seasoned leader in the technology learning and enablement space with over 20 years of experience across IT training and certification programs. Throughout her career, Tilly has driven global growth by building strong, high impact partnerships across corporate training centers, instructors, and academic institutions, always anchored in revenue growth, profitability, and customer success. Notably in Europe, she played a pivotal role in addressing the IT skills gap during the launch of the EU Grand Coalition for Digital Jobs in 2013, serving as a pledge ambassador for the largest technology vendor at the time, championing digital skills development across the region. We are thrilled to have Tilly and Miranda share their insights today. With that, I'll hand it over to Miranda and Tully to take us through today's discussion on scaling AI training revenue across Europe using light, partnership driven strategies. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much. And you're truly making us look good and sound good. So thank you for the events team and thank you for also all our participants here internationally joining our session. We are truly delighted that you chose to carve out this time from your busy schedule to join us. So yes, my name is Tuuli Eaton and my wonderful colleague Miranda Van Berkel will be your presenters today. And we again thank you so much for being here. So our agenda is as follows. We'll first have a quick look on how the AI training market is looking in Europe and how is it going to be evolving in the next few years. And we have some quite staggering stats here to share to be And then we'll link it, of course, back to AI certs and how we are helping our partners and our companies who they serve in their AI readiness and upskilling journey. And I can't emphasize enough the word journey here, because this is not a one-off event. This is going to be an ongoing thing. And why this moment belongs to our partners and those who work with us, and what tools and support and enablement we have in place for them to succeed in this very transformative era. And then we'll have also a little deep dive on our platforms, support infrastructure, and of course talk about our portfolio. We'll finish the session with a Q&A session, and really hope also please throughout this presentation, don't be shy, just put your questions in the chat. We have a wonderful events team here. Again, in the behind the scenes, we'll be happy to answer the questions you raise also during the session, and we'll of course be reaching out to you afterwards as well. But without further ado, I'm really thrilled to pass the reins now for Miranda, and then I'll take over and finish the session with talking about the partnering with AI service. But Miranda, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tuli, and hello, everyone. I'm delighted to see this big audience from all over the world joining us today. And in case you wonder, the accent is Dutch. So welcome once again. Now let me take you through some numbers. This slide in front of you highlights the real magnitude of the opportunity in front of us. We're seeing an unprecedented AI skills boom across Europe, and the message is very clear. Demand is surging, supply is broken, and partners who act now will win, and they will win big. So let's start with the broader corporate training market. Europe is already spending around 50 billion annually on learning and development, and it continues to grow at over 7% compound annual growth rate. What's important here is that a large portion of this spending is shifting toward AI and digital capabilities as organizations realize they simply cannot compete without investing in their workforce. At the same time, European AI spending is rising sharply from 133 billion in 2024 to more than 144 billion by 2028. That's a 30% annual growth rate. And this showed that companies aren't just experimenting anymore. They are operationalizing Gen AI tools, platforms, workflows, and with that comes a massive need for training, learning journeys, certifications, and advisory services. But there is a problem. The talent just isn't there. And across major European markets, between 75 and 80% of employers say that they cannot fill AI-related roles. And this isn't a small gap. It's a structural shortage affecting almost every industry. And it means companies are actively looking for partners who can help them upskill their existing teams quickly and effectively. And finally, 40% of European organizations say they will significantly increase their Gen AI investments over the next 18 months. Not just in software, but in training and consulting. So the appetite is there, the budgets are there, and the market is moving fast. And this combination, a rapidly expanding market, massive talent shortage, and urgent corporate investment creates a multi-billion dollar or euros or British pounds opportunity. And it's partners who position themselves now that will become the go-to providers for AI readiness, skills development, and certifications. And I cannot emphasize this enough. AI readiness, it's a journey. It's not a one-time event. So let me start with sharing that employees, they want training. In fact, 61% of employees across Europe say They want more formal AI training. This tells us this desire is there. People want to use AI and they want to understand how these tools fit into their jobs. But most companies simply haven't built structured AI learning paths yet. And that leads directly to the second point. Despite all the headlines, only 13.5% of EU enterprises have actually adopted AI in a meaningful way. So most organizations are still stuck in pilot mode or in wait and see mode because they lack the internal skills to move forward confidently. So AI projects are failing without skills, and the skills gaps, they are clear. Around 70% of AI projects fail, and they fail to deliver their return on investment. And not because the technology doesn't work, but because teams don't have the right capabilities, processes, or understanding to implement AI effectively at scale. So, what we see is a very real and urgent need for AI training solutions that bridges the gap. European organizations are investing heavily in AI tools, but without upskilling their workforce, the returns simply aren't there. And this creates an enormous opportunity for partners. Companies are actively looking for training, certification, and role based learning solutions that make AI adoption and adaptation successful, but also measurable. So, whoever can help organizations close this gap, they become a trusted advisor, not just a vendor. In short, the European market is ready. Employees want training, companies need it, and the right AI learning solutions can dramatically accelerate adoption and improve return on investment. And this is exactly where partners can step in and where partners can totally lead. This slide highlights why so many training and academic providers across Europe are struggling to scale their AI programs. The reality is that the old training modules simply cannot keep up with the speed of AI. It's going fast, AI. Or the market expectations, for instance. At first, the market has become extremely crowded. There are thousands of generative AI courses, and most of them look and feel the same. European buyers, especially enterprises, are no longer interested in standalone videos or basic workshops. They want recognized exam-backed certifications that provide credibility and measurable outcomes. And without that differentiation, it's almost impossible to stand out. Second, customer acquisition. The costs are rising fast. And without a strong brand or without packaged and recognized learning solutions, providers end up spending heavily to attract each learner. And that makes scaling AI training extremely challenging if you want to profit, of course, from it. Third, AI content expires quickly. What you teach today may already be outdated in 3 months. What we saw in the past, the cloud was changing quickly. AI, it's even going faster. So European enterprises, they expect real-time updates, but constant content refresh requires massive investment. It requires instructional design capacity and subject matter expertise, and most organizations simply can't keep up. Fourth, without credentializing, there is no pricing power. And when training is sold without certification, the default becomes discount. So margins shrink and providers have very little room to grow or reinvest. Finally, most providers lack the demand generation and the engine behind it. and the partner enablement and enterprise sales infrastructure, which is needed to win the large corporate deals. And they may have the capability, but not the go-to market engine that is required to scale it. So these 5 challenges explain why so many European training organizations want to expand into AI, but very few can do it at scale. And this gap also represents a powerful opportunity for those partners who bring a differentiated, credential-backed, constantly updated AI programs with a clear go-to-market engine. And those will lead the next wave of AI upskilling across Europe. Now, let me take you through why this moment belongs to partners. And let's answer the big question. Why is this moment such a massive opportunity for partners? Why? Well, AI spending is skyrocketing. Skills can't keep up, and partners are the ones who fill the gap. And we are seeing one of the fastest growing technology markets in history. In history. AI spending in Europe is projected to climb from around 133 billion in 2024 to nearly 145 billion by 28. That's a 30% compound annual growth rate. Also importantly, 87% of European companies are already allocating up to 30% of their AI budgets just to Gen AI solutions. And this tells us that budgets are not just available, they are accelerating. And what's even more interesting is that 88%, and I'm sorry for being so excited, but what's even more interesting is that 88% of European leaders are actively testing or rolling out Gen AI projects, more than double the US rate. Europe is moving fast, and organizations urgently need partners who can guide them, train their teams, and support implementation. Here's the real pressure point. AI job skills evolve 66% faster than traditional digital skills. Companies cannot keep up internally. Their teams fall behind almost instantly unless there's a structured, ongoing training solution, a learning journey. And this creates a major talent shortage across Germany, for instance, and France, and the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Poland. And between 75 and 80% of employers simply cannot fill AI roles. And this is not limited to advanced AI engineering roles. Even foundational AI is in short supply. Couple more numbers. 25% of open roles require basic AI literacy, but only 22% of the talent pool has it. At the advanced level, the gap is even worse. 24% of roles require specialized researchers or engineers, but only 15% of candidates qualify. So, again, the demand is high, but the supply is nowhere near enough. And for partners, this moment is incredibly powerful. Enterprises are increasing their AI training budgets, and they're actively looking for external specialists because they can't build this expertise quickly on their own. Certification lab programs allow partners to command premium pricing, and because AI evolves so rapidly, training becomes a recurring revenue stream, not a one-time transaction. Most importantly, partners who step in now become the long-term vendor of record for AI readiness and shaping how organizations adopt and scale AI for years to come. It's a lot of stuff
Miranda.
that I'm throwing at you. Sorry, Tuli.
Yeah, I was just saying, Miranda, this is amazing. First of all, your energy is absolutely captivating, and it's truly scary. But I'm a Finn, so I'm going to hide it very well here. Well, my question to you is like looking at the stats and and obviously there's a lot of things which to be excited about, but how about our partners and how they can benefit with what we have today and what's lined up with our portfolio? And
Okay, it's a very nice question. Thank you so much. Let me take you through that. If we take a look at AI, you can't go 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes these days without hearing those two letters, AI. The real question is, are your learners, customers, and partners truly AI ready? And what we do, and that is coming back to your question, Tuli, we teach how AI impacts specific job roles. And these programs are vendor aligned, role focused, and certification backed. AI isn't just another tool, it's fundamentally changing how people work. And our programs don't focus on technical upskilling. Instead, we help professionals in every role understand how AI applies to their specific job, making them AI ready, making them future ready. Please remember, every different job role will use AI differently. We do not provide AI courses. We provide continuous AI readiness. We are the infrastructure that allows an enterprise to remain continuously capable in a volatile economy. So AI Certs is a role-based enterprise-wide AI certification ecosystem aligned to AI readiness journeys. And this is an ecosystem because it connects roles, journeys, and standards across entire organizations. We are vendor aligned, meaning our courses teach real tools that professionals are actually using, but without locking them into one specific platform. You will see Google, you will see Microsoft, you will see AWS, to just name a few. Our courses also include the exam. It's a program, and that is really pretty unique. And this slide showcases one of the strongest parts of the AI Cert value proposition, our industry-aligned AI certification tracks. And these certifications are built for the real world of AI and designed to meet the needs of learners and professionals and enterprises across every major function and also industry. So we've built more than 60 certifications with 33, yes, people, 33 new programs to come in Q1 that cover the entire spectrum of AI skills. So from foundational to advanced technical specializations. And what sets this portfolio apart is that these aren't generic courses. So every certification aligns to a real job role and real employer needs. So we start with the essentials, AI plus foundation, AI plus everyone, AI plus executive, and role-based pathways like AI plus prompt engineer. And these programs give organizations a way to upskill their entire workforce, taking them on that journey quickly with consistent exam-backed training. And from there, we address the functions that are adopting AI the fastest. So business tracks include AI plus sales, AI plus marketing, AI plus HR, AI plus finance, customer service, AI plus legal. And these are built so that entire departments can understand how to apply AI inside their workflows. And we do that in a practical, job relevant way. And on the technical side, we offer certifications for developers, engineers, data roles, robotics, quantum, prompt engineering. So we have a full AI security track, ethical hacker, AI plus network, AI plus security compliance. And this is increasingly important as organizations expand their AI footprint. And also for partners who serve vertical markets, we've built certifications for healthcare, for government, for mining, for telecom, for real estate, and more. And these create huge differentiation because they address compliance, regulation, and also industry specific AI use cases. And why this matters for partners, our partners, what this means is that partners can instantly offer a comprehensive exam-backed AI curriculum without building any content themselves. Whether you are serving universities or enterprises or training centers, this catalog and also with everything that's coming gives you everything you need to meet demand across every level and every industry. And that is what's really exciting, I think. One last thing that I would like to mention, the partners that we are working with now these days, we just rolled it out. It's a subscription module, call it an all access pass with access to all certifications. Thank you for now. Back to you, Tuli, who will explain more about our AI training ecosystem. The floor is yours, Tuli.
Well, thank you, Miranda. Thank you so much. And you've done a great groundwork here on sharing such amazing stats and of the needs of upskilling and reskilling in where organizations like us will come in, and we really want to be part of that solution. Our mission is to make AI literacy, ethics, technical competencies accessible to everyone, and from students to professionals to small and medium enterprises to big ones, like the subscription model uses brought to life. So I think there's a really great opportunity to partner with us, and we also have different partnership models and types because we understand that not every organization delivering training out there is the same. We want to be very agile on that and flexible. So here in this slide, you see examples of the 4 key types we have today. Unequivocally, the most common is becoming an authorized training partner, authorized training delivery partner, if I may say so, because they and our academic partners are the only ones who can deliver instructor-led training with certified instructors, either theirs or tapping into our big freelance pool of instructors. But the authorized training providers, they are commercial training centers by default, but they also come in various shapes and sizes. Some of them may have a very specific vertical focus, like let's say healthcare, or the others may have a technology focus, like cybersecurity, or we have the big multinationals. But in the end of the day, they have options of delivering instructor-led training, or delivering e-learning, or a blend of both, and all of that is all those options are catered for. And we have a extensive partnership program just tailored for the authorized training partners. But also we have a growing pool of academic partners in our in our network today, and I'm absolutely delighted to see so many universities and colleges now starting to embed AI certs into their curricula to ensure that the students who are graduating with skills and are ready to be AI ready for tapping and very employable after having this extra industry validated credentials in their CVs. So really warmly welcoming all the academic partners who are in the program today, considering joining and here attending this session. So thank you for that. Lastly, who we have is we have association partners, and they are more, I would say, they are there to create value for their members, and there we do a lot of co-development and co-branding of certifications, and they usually are there to serve sector-wide large-scale initiatives. And then we have the affiliates, which is quite an interesting one. They are more like influencers and maybe the YouTubers of this world, or passionate instructors who just want to make referrals to our website and earn a commission like that. However, yeah, this might be the lowest barrier of entry and maybe a test point whether this is the right thing for you or not. But there's no training delivery involved when one becomes an affiliate. So there's a number of different ways, and we was, of course, open for having those conversations with you on what model works best for you and your teams, and therefore, and if Miranda, you don't mind, you're in charge of the slides, so thank you for also moving on to the kind of support we give to our partners. So we see here that we have sales enablement for them, marketing arsenal, tools for the affiliates. Again, not every partner is the same, so the kind of support they need, the kind of onboarding they need, it varies. And we really want to be priding for the fact that we'll tailor that to the new partner support approach joining on board, and we'll help you along the journey here. In like, for instance, the sales enablement, that usually involves a session with like Miranda or myself or any of our colleagues, but we also have a dedicated sales certification for any new salesperson joining from an authorized training delivery partner, and dedicated battle cards for that as well. The affiliates have a different kind of branding sets and different content library, and they also will work with them, but they are usually more integrated, and we have an API and LTI integrations available too. And then, of course, we have I will shortly start talking about also a little bit about the operational side of things and show you a screenshot of our elements and how our content works. But before that, I really couldn't even emphasize enough the marketing engine in this company. I've been working with vendor-led IT certification programs for a good 25 years. Yeah, it's a scary statistic on its own, but it's I have to say the marketing engine and the library and the set of tools available for partners. I actually think I have a slide there next about just highlighting some of the things we have in our partner portal accessible for partners, and you can see every course has its own dedicated resource sets. Every course also we have a webinar toolkit, we have SEO documentation which is region specific, and we do influencer videos, we have Google ads, the whole kind of marketing mix. And that's for the first meetings when one becomes a partner, is we do a dedicated marketing enablement and strategy building session for that partner, because some are maybe very focused on B2C, some of them are more B2B, or a specific vertical. We might do a joint lead generation webinar or a series of those where we'll actually find a subject matter expert and we'll provide the underlying platform where that webinar is going to be run. So there's and we will also promote the webinar. So these tools have been very popular among the training partners, and they've been leveraging that very thoroughly with us, and really couldn't emphasize enough about this thousands of resources we have available for them. Thank you, Miranda, for keeping me on track here. So yes, so let's have a quick chat around our LMS as well, and really exciting the way we bring the content to life for catering various different learning styles. Now, many vendors there may have their content available as an ebook or maybe at e-learning or combination of two. At best, we actually have 5 different learning styles we can support. So the learners, they get a 1-year subscription to the materials when they decide to join the course, whether it's an instructor-led or self-paced. It's actually quite agile here. It's a modular approach, and they can go it through at their own pace as they like, and flip between the different modules. Where maybe when you're doing more, maybe you're commuting or walking your dog, you might lean into more of the podcast modality of learning, and that is a really popular and growing user base for us. Our mobile app now is pushing 1 million downloads, and we only brought it to life about 4 or 5 months ago. Keep me honest here, Miranda. And that has turned out to be really popular. That not everybody has an access to desktop. And at all times. So learning on the go has been a very exciting addition to our portfolio. Also, we have an AI mentor, which we can prompt during the class, and it's a 1-year subscription. So we also, one of the key differentiators in this market is that our content is constantly updated and maintained. So within that 1 year, you can easily find changes, additional modules, additional hands-ons being added. Like one of the big things we did last year was we added an agentic AI module to every course. And that, of course, was a reflection of the fact how important agentic AI is in this industry of ours, and how we want to make sure that every learner, existing and future one, will get access, gets up to speed with this fastly evolving technology. Other thing which is, of course, equally important here just to mention is that we always have a module about AI ethics in every course. But I could talk forever more about our learning content, but I also wanted to say what really excited me is, and that's the modality and the flexibility, is how the examination experience works here for learners' sake. And our exams are actually available 24/7. They are proctored. They are AI proctored. And the beauty of it is that only thing you need as a learner is that, and you can do it at any time, like you just need a quiet room and a webcam, and you can launch the exam when you feel you're confident. You've done your quizzes, you've done your learning journeys. Okay, I passed all the quizzes. I think I can go and do the exam. And I've done a couple of those myself as well, just to test the experience. And it's quite an interesting one when AI is proctoring you during examination session. And you get 2 attempts as part of the learning package as well. And the passing score is usually 70% on our exams. And whether you pass or fail, you get your results immediately. So the proctoring is embedded, and also you'll get your credential through our Certs 365 solution immediately. And what really excites me, again, is the fact that our certs are blockchain verifiable, means that they're tamper-proof. They can't be altered. And just gives that instant verification, instant quality check on any person of interest. They just have to scan the QR code, and they know that that certification belongs to you. And those things really, really thrilled me with ASS when I first joined the organization, and being in the industry for a very long time. We are solving a lot of the challenges when it comes to training, deliver, and how the materials and content is brought to life and actually regularly maintained as well. Miranda, you were about thinking.
Yeah, I did see, Truly, that you took a lot of certs. And so that's amazing, the way you are also educating yourself constantly. But when we talk about our ecosystems and the partners we are working with, what makes a partner successful? Can you explain a little about that, please?
Thank you, Miranda. That's actually one of my favorite questions, and I get that quite a lot. And I absolutely love working with partners. Indirect channel is one of my passions. So, last year when we had the last webinar, my answer to that question was circulating quite a lot around focus and being AI ready yourself, and passionate about it, and embedding AI in your own organization. This year, I have to say, I have to put speed and agility on top of the list. I've just seen it firsthand when looking at so many training partners across the globe on how they work, and the fact that the ones who have been able to move quickly with us and being agile and open of adopting their processes, undoubtedly, when it comes to 2026, are going to be landing on the top, because we are seeing a massive shift on AI training market. It is reaching a new phase of maturity. While there still continue to be, of course, demand for instructor-led training classes and certifications and individuals seeking AI skills, I think well, when you mentioned earlier about the subscription and how the content is evolving, the enterprises are being increasingly asked to move beyond the experimentation and towards AI implementation at scale, of course, responsibly, continuously, and across the roles. So partners who will be able to adapt to the new market conditions are the quickest ones landing at the top, because this evolution, again, I've said it doesn't replace the traditional training delivery, but I think it will really expand the opportunity for partners to also think of supporting their customers in a broader, more strategic AI journey. And we are, of course, here to help our partners to navigate with that shift, and they're at their pace and in the ways that complement their existing strong training practices they already have in place. But so I also on this slide have captured some of the other good qualities and important qualities for being successful with partners, like a quality, absolutely, it's a fairly and commitment to learners' success. We always recommend for new partners who are joining us. I mean, we have a portfolio of over 60 certifications, and we are more than looking to double that portfolio this year. It's important that you start with a focused approach, that is, don't go with the whole portfolio at once. More like look at what is going to be serving your existing audience and what does the existing customer base look like. And yeah, it's in finding those early wins, and then we'll expand. For example, there's different strategies to approach that, but of course you need to be interested in AI and tech training space. And I don't know that the folks who are here are very much in that mode. And lastly, I would say willingness to be helped and let us help you. We have a lot of best practices and tools, and we want to be engaged with the partners who are in our ecosystem. So we want to offer help, and let us help you. Let's work together and let's build a plan. And that for me is also very important, the open communication lines and equal share of successes. And also when things are not going so well, we're very open for feedback. So it's a journey. It's a journey with AI. It's a journey with a partnership. And we like working with partners. It's a partner-first model, after all, with AI certs, and only authorized training partners and academic partners are the only ones who can deliver instructor-led training. I can't help enough to repeat that. But yes,
That's very. Thank you, and thank you for sharing your passion and also the insights that you have directly coming from the market. And if we, because we are talking about partners all the time, if you take us to the partnership journey, what does that look like?
Yeah, excellent. Thank you, Miranda, for keeping me on track. And let's maybe move into the next slide, so we can talk about what the first 30, 60, 90 days look when one becomes a partner. And again, that journey looks a little bit different depending on what kind of a partner you are and what your focus area is and what kind of customers you are serving as well, and who are you planning to serve in the future too. But in essence, usually most partners who join with us, we know that speed is key to success. So once one has signed a partnership agreement, we can start the onboarding journey as quick as in 24 hours after signing the partnership agreement. But of course, partner has a choice. As I said, everybody's a little bit different, but we can move quickly if you so wish to. And some, in average, I'd say first partners start to already generate revenue within 30 days from signing a partnership. So that is really, I would say, the essence of the message here. And you can see here in the slide a few other key points of doing an onboarding kickoff call. We might be talking about LPI, ATI integrations. After that, we'll do the designated marketing plan, and then we have follow-up throughs throughout the onboarding. And then, of course, we move into a regular cadence. And we also have a monthly all partner meetup, very open forum where you will see leaders or senior management members, you have the product teams, you have our platform teams where we talk about new releases, updates, and there's an open forum for asking questions. And that, I think, all of those things are combined with the partner's own intent and letting us also be part of your journey and your conversations. I think they're all the recipes of success, and we done this before, and we'll continue working with partners very actively, and we're really delighted to have that conversation with you. Anyone here today who has decided to take the time to meet us, we'll much look forward to having that follow-up conversation with you in the next few days. You'll be hearing either from Miranda or myself, or if you ventured from another continent, you might be hearing from our colleagues. But we love to have that call where we decide what is the right profile for you, what's the right way, kind of partnership type for you, and we'll take it from there. It's a win-win, shared success. That's the ultimate fundamental principle of us working together. Well, I think that's pretty much wraps us up. Or Miranda, is there any other thoughts from your side? Anything I may have missed or overlooked?
No. This was perfect as always, Tuli. So no, not at all. Is there any open question we can address at this point?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miranda and Tilly, for giving all the insights. You already have almost covered everything. We do have one question. Yeah. It says how to install AI marketing in my personal computer for my business as real estate salesperson, and what should I do for my Facebook ads and boosting? Oh, it's kind of related to AI marketing. So, yeah, if you can just let them know how they can actually pursue the course or maybe reach out to.
It's a very specific question, and it needs a longer answer, I think. So thank you for asking the question, and let us get back to you on it.
Please.
Yeah, so I think rest we have already covered. Yep. So, if in case there are any other questions that the audience would like to ask, please, we'll wait for like next 2 minutes and you guys can drop in your questions in the chat box here. We'll take them.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for being a wonderful audience and having such an active chat here as well in the background, and our
Thank
team's
you.
answers.
So we do have this person asking, what makes a partner successful?
Excellent. Well, maybe I'll try to have a stab of that. And of course, it depends on the partner and where you're located and kind of what existing customer audience you already have. But I would say right now, if you go back maybe 2 slides, we were saying that the agility and speed of adopting AI and going to market may well be the key components of success or focus. We have had partners who are joining complete new startups, and I think one of the advantages has been that they haven't had that I would say as legacy processes holding them back on their journey. So I would say, yeah, help us lever. We have a huge marketing engine. We can help you with the demand generation from the day one. We have an instructor resources are all included into the partnership. So if you're doing delivering instructor-led training, we can help you with. And yeah, let us have a conversation with you, and we would like to learn a little bit more about yourself and your business and how you go to market, where your the existing learners are and what your ambitions are, and we'll build a plan together to be to make use of this massive AI training market opportunity here in Europe and globally, of course, as well. And yeah, I think there's a lot of things we can do together.
Yeah, Tilly, we have another question says that is it commission based?
So Yeah, so if you're a commercial training provider today, you'll buy the materials for your learners from us, and you will earn, of course, a margin on it. But what you charge your end customer, the learner, is entirely your decision. So it's a kind of a reselling, I guess, is the one other way of describing it. Although I prefer the word partnership, and there we have pricing for instructor-led training as well as an e-learning and now the new addition is the all you can eat buffet 1 year subscription model. But yeah, we don't interfere with how you price your courses. You'll have a price point for the materials, and that's how we make our money. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think with that we come towards an end. So now we don't have a question, but we do have a comment says that, wow, that's really interesting. So I would request, if in case you guys want to know more about the program or about AI certs and the services that we provide, I mean the certifications and other things that we provide, we'll reach out to you shortly after the session. Thank you once again for joining us today. And thank you, Miranda and Tully, for sharing such
Thank you.
practical and real world perspective on the topic. It was really, really helpful. And thank you, everyone. The recording and key takeaways will be shared with you shortly. If you'd like to continue the conversation or explore partnership opportunities with AI certs, you already have all the links in the chat box. We'll reach out to you as well. Thank you for dropping in your email addresses. We have made a note and we'll get back to you shortly. Thank you once again, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Good day. Bye.